Hey, Bo, where are you right now? You didn't actually forget about the plans we made for today, right?
What? What plans did we have again?
Today is Nina's conference. We both promised her that today we'd be going to cheer her on there.
Ah,
Today is her national conference, and it's a very important thing for not only her, but for us as her parents. So where are you right now? I never thought that you'd leave the house while I was out shopping for a few things this morning.
well, actually, I had some work pop up out of nowhere, so I had to go into the office this morning. I'm really annoyed by this.
I knew that would be something you'd say, and that's why I came to your office to get you.
What?
Recently, you've been getting called into the office quite a lot, and so I thought you'd be here again today. I thought it would be a lot faster for me to come and get you from here instead of waiting for you at home. I just came in a little bit ago and asked the young lady at the front desk to call you down to see me. But she told me that you aren't here right now.
Are you an idiot? What do you think you're doing coming all the way out to your husband's office like that without telling me first?
What do you think I'm doing? I came here to get you. Yet I've been told you're not even here right now. What's that about? You just told me a second ago that you had to leave home this morning to come into work.
Just because I said I had work to do doesn't mean it's at the office. I can go wherever I want with the work I'm being asked to do. I'm done fighting with you about this. You go to her event by yourself today. Once I've finished with my work, I'll be coming out to see you both.
You say that, but you've never been to one of her events before, Bo. And today she's really looking forward to having you there cheering her on. Today is a very important conference for her. I think every once in a while you need to put your family before work.
Shut up already. All that is a simple conference for her to do whatever it is that she does. All it is a simple sport that she likes to do in her free time, right? And now you're telling me to put her playtime ahead of my work? Not happening.
What?
You cheering her on today should be more than enough for her. I can't leave my job for her today, so you take care of supporting her.
Bo, what you just said was pretty cruel, right? That girl has been putting all of her time and energy into this. Yet you're just calling it a mere sport for her to kill her free time with?
Shut it! Don't forget that the only reason she's at all of those conferences in the first place is because of me. Are we done here? As the father, I'm working my butt off to make sure you both have money to keep on having fun. If it wasn't for my income, you wouldn't be able to go out shopping all the time, and Nina wouldn't be able to play her sports. Yet now you're asking me to put my family before my work? I will not have you telling me such bullcrap anymore.
No way, Bo.
I'm working today. For something like Nina's conference, I'm not wasting a day's worth of work to go out and cheer her on.
Mom, the conference is completely over with now. We're getting on the school bus now and we'll be heading back to the school. And once we have our rundown of how the conference went back at the locker room, I'll be coming home. Great work today, Nina. And congrats on being able to compete in nationals. You really put in a lot of work today, and I can't wait to see you back at home. Thank you, Mom. I could hear you cheering for me up in the stands all day today. But Dad didn't end up coming today, did he? I'm really sorry about that, Nina. Once again, your dad had to run into work. Always about work with him. And he always seems to have to leave for work on the days I have my events. He is a very busy person there, so it can't really be helped. But he really did want to come and watch you today. Then why was he out walking around with a very young girl today? What? Tell me what about that is a part of his work? Wait, don't tell me. Is Dad one of those older men us girls like to call sugar daddies? What are you talking about? What did you see today that makes you think your dad was walking with a younger girl? At today's conference, the men's team played for a really long time, right? And since my team had already finished their matches for today, we decided to take a break outside and walk around. We had to kill some time, and since I was burnt out from the matches I played, I couldn't really find the energy to cheer for the men anymore. So while I was out relaxing with some of my teammates, I saw Dad. Or at least a man that really resembles him.
What?
That definitely had to have been Dad back there. I mean, I'm his daughter after all, so I know what his face looks like. And that man was him. Although he was really talking with that younger girl like he was trying to go on a date with her or something, I could tell it was him.
Like he wanted to go on a date with her? That had to have been another man. And if it really was Dad, then perhaps she's just someone from his office.
I don't think it's right for someone Dad's age to have the arms of another girl from his office around him. And when looking at her, she was not in office-appropriate clothing. Even a high schooler like myself knows that. Mom, that was Dad today on a date with the younger woman he's cheating on you with.
Cheating on me with? No way.
Don't get too worked up over it now, Mom. Dad's never really cared that much about you and I, and it's shown for a very long time now. Also, there have been loads of times where he just sits on his phone smiling without even batting an eye towards either one of us.
What?
But of course, hearing all of this now is pretty rough for you, right?
You're a lot more cut and dry than I thought you were, Nina. You just saw your own father in the act of cheating on your mother, yet...
Well, that's because I'm in high school now and see all kinds of crazy things here. If I were still in elementary school, it would be one thing, but what I saw today doesn't even compare to some of the things I've seen and heard about in school.
I'm sorry, Nina. You happen to be so well put together, yet both your mother and father are acting like children.
Don't even worry about that, Mom. As long as I still have you around, I'm okay. And since Dad has never really cared about me, I don't really care that he's out cheating now.
Nina.
Oh, the bus is leaving now. I'm gonna hop on with my sub and relax a bit while eating it. See you later today, Mom. And since my team is going international, make sure to prepare a dessert or something for me.
Of course, I'll get you all the dessert you want to eat. Have a safe trip back home, okay? I haven't been able to get anything from your dad, so he most likely won't be coming home tonight. So you and I can feast on some really nice cakes and such from the local bakery.
Happy birthday, Dee Dee! Now you've turned 40 and can finally be considered over the hill.
What? What the heck is this about? It's rare for you to ever remember the day of my birthday, Bo. I mean, you forget about everything when it comes to Nina and I, so what gives?
You and Nina are both really insistent. I've never forgot about either of you, like you always say. I just have work to attend to that pops up out of nowhere. Get it? Out of nowhere. Yet ever since that weekend a month ago, you both have been ignoring me like I'm not even a part of the family anymore.
Work popping up out of nowhere, huh?
Well, none of that really matters anymore, though. Now that you've hit the age of 40, I have something I've been wanting to talk with you about.
Oh? And what could that be? Don't tell me that you went ahead and reserved a special dinner for me at a steakhouse or something.
Huh? Who would ever want to go out to dinner with you? I have something far better than that ready for you as a present. A divorce all ready to go with the snap of my fingers.
Excuse me?
Actually, I happen to run into the girl I've been destined for, but I still have a wife and daughter keeping me chained down. I'd been putting up with the fact that I'd never be able to marry her, but now that you've hit 40, I think I need to move on. That's why I'm asking for this divorce now.
I never thought someone could be so cold-hearted that they'd ask for a divorce on someone else's birthday. Although I had this suspicion that a day like today would be coming, just didn't think it'd be the day of my birthday.
What was that?
I've known about you cheating on me, Bo. You seem to be really hitting it off with a very young girl.
What? You've known about it this whole time? Well, that makes talking to you about all of this a lot easier. Of course, you're on board with getting a divorce from me, right?
Yes, of course. Which means that now we have to decide on the more fine details of the divorce, right? I plan to make sure that with this divorce, you pay me the settlement that I'm rightfully owed.
I've been planning on doing that for you from the start. I happen to be a gentleman and will take responsibility for all my actions. I promise to not only pay you that settlement, but give you half of our shared properties. Actually, if you have a look at your bank account, a lot of the money I planned to send you is already there.
You really had everything squared away for this then, huh?
That girl keeps yapping my ear off about how she wants to get married right now. It's a hard life being a good-looking man like myself.
Is that right? Then what about custody of Nina? Before I talk with her about it, I'd like to see what you want to do.
I'm not taking care of her. I've been waiting a long time now to start my new life with the girl I'm destined for. Having a high school girl getting mixed up in that would be a pain in my ass.
A pain in your ass, huh? I don't think you should be saying that about your daughter, though, Bo.
I don't need to see her again, and I'll make sure to pay whatever child support she needs. That should leave you without any complaints, right?
So you have no interest in your own daughter whatsoever?
I'm sure she doesn't have any interest in me either, right? She's at that age now where she sees her dad as being annoying anyway. If anything, she'll be happy that I'm leaving her now.
I see.
Even you're happy about this happening now, right? As long as you go and allow this divorce to happen right now, I promise to give you the rest of the money and child support for her. And you can have full custody of her.
Nina said she wants to go with you.
What?
She's been sitting with me and I just asked her what she wants to do. And that's when she told me she wants to go with you instead of me. Which means you're going to have to take custody of her, Bo. Please and thank you.
Excuse me?
When it comes to child support, you can have it by not paying me anything as a settlement. Now, please take great care of Nina for me.
Hey, hold your horses. Nina really said that she wants to go with me? Stop screwing around with me. I don't need to have custody of her.
Even if you don't think you need them, it's up to her as the child to decide. And as your daughter, you have to listen to her if you want this divorce to happen. And what she's saying is that she wants to go with you.
Why does she want to go with me? Normally the kids should want to go with their mom in the divorce, right?
Well, I want to go with you so I can continue playing basketball.
What? Is that you, Nina? Why are you saying that you want to go with me? That would mean you have to come and live with my girlfriend and me. You shouldn't want to have to do that, right?
I don't want to do that, but I do want to continue playing basketball for my school. Dad, you're always telling me this, aren't you? That it's because of you and your income that I'm able to play these sports?
What?
What you're saying is true, Dad. Playing for this team does cost some money, and that money comes from you. I have to pay for things like new shoes, new socks, and knee bands, and from time to time, I need to pay for the hotel stays. That's why I can't let you leave me when I have to be paying for all these things. I want to play for this team until I'm finished with high school, all right?
You're only going with me because you want to keep playing basketball?
That's right. That's just how much I love the sport of basketball and playing for my team. I'm sure you would have never noticed that I liked the sport and team so much, though, since you're always interested in cheating. But I happen to be an all-star on my team. I'm going to play at the international conference soon, and I've already been scouted by a couple of universities.
Are you serious?
But I wouldn't be able to continue playing for another 2 years if all you gave Mom was child support. I don't want to burden Mom any with my life, and since you already have a good paying job, I thought I should just stick with you. I just can't quit playing basketball at a time like this, Dad. I just can't. So even though I'm going to hate living with your girlfriend now, I have no other choice but to go with you. But don't worry, as I'm a teenager, I can care for myself as long as you pay for me.
I am not playing games right now, Nina. If you go with me, then I'll be in trouble. I never thought for an instant that you'd want to go with me in the divorce. Are you saying that you can't burden your mom, but when it comes to burdening your dad, it's totally fine?
I like to think so. I mean, you're nothing more than a cheating dumbass.
What?
I don't care about what a dumbass has to go through. But really, don't get too worried, because I'm not going with you in order to break up your guys' relationship or anything. I would actually love to have a little brother or sister, so go ahead and try for a kid with her.
Wait, you can't be serious. If I have to bring my daughter with me, She's not going to like it. She already told me she couldn't have you around.
Hey, she was the one going out with a married man, so she has no choice in the matter. Was she not aware of the fact that your daughter might want to tag along with you after the divorce? Or perhaps she's even more brain dead than you are, Dad, and didn't take into consideration the risks of wanting to lay her hands on a married man.
What was that?
That's right. I want to know about the university that your girlfriend's going to right now. In a few years, I'll have to go off to college as well, and I would like to avoid whatever school is churning out a dumbass like her.
What? Hold on, how come you know about her still being in university?
You really think that high schoolers don't know a thing or two about the real world? All I had to do was go online and I found all her social media accounts. She seems to think it's really cute to post all these stories about how she's dating a married man.
What?
I never wanted for Mom to be any more shocked than she already is about you. So I've made sure not to tell her anything about how you're with a girl half your age who is still going to Ding Dong University.
You don't talk about my girlfriend that way. My girlfriend is neither an idiot or a dumbass. She's a very important and smart person to me.
Then you shouldn't have a problem with me going with you, right? If she's not as stupid as I think she is, then she should be prepared for you to bring your daughter along after the divorce.
Hold on, she's...
Anyway, now that you're aware, I can't wait to go with you. Please let your girlfriend know that I can't wait to meet with her. Oh, one more thing. This is from Mom. She no longer wants to see your face anymore, so don't come back here. She also wants you to go ahead and send her those papers right now so that she can sign them the moment they're here and hand them in.
Hey, Dee Dee, what the hell do you think you're doing to me? My girlfriend, Ashley, just told me that she can't marry me anymore. I was talking with her about Nina, about how she was wanting to come with me into our new life, and that's when my girlfriend went and told me that I was not allowed to bring Nina along. She then went on to say that if I'm bringing another woman's kid into our relationship, there would be no marriage.
Well. So she really had no clue what she was doing then, that stupid college student.
You go and talk Nina out of coming with me right now and figure out a way to take full custody of her from me.
That's not possible anymore, Bo. When it comes to things like being a parent and keeping custody, a girl Nina's age can decide all of that herself. And I'm not going to force her to have me as her mother if she's wanting to keep you as her father.
I'll pay you however much you ask me in child support, okay? That should be enough to force you to take her, right?
What? You can really give me any amount I ask for?
That's not all I can do for you. I'll make sure to give you whatever you ask for in child support, as well as pay for all of Nina's basketball-related gear and crap. I've even gone ahead and made a contract up for this. I've already signed my half, so I'm sending this contract over to your place right now so that you can sign yours. Therefore, please take Nina away from me.
Not only are you still willing to pay for anything related to Nina and basketball, but you're also willing to give me as much as I ask for in child support? Are you really sure all of that is okay?
With how things have turned out now, I have no other choice, but you have to make sure she goes to you. If you don't do anything about Nina, then my girlfriend is going to leave me for good, and then I'll have nobody. I will not allow the girl I'm destined for to run away from me.
Understood. I suppose I'll go and have another word with her about this.
Make it quick, please, because if this ends up causing my girlfriend to leave me, then I'm never gonna forgive either of you. Hey, Dee Dee, you know what? We don't need to get a divorce after all. I'm coming back to you right now.
What's this about now? You were all excited about getting a divorce from me, yet now you want to cancel it? You've done a 180 from the Bo you were yesterday.
Shut up. My girlfriend ended up leaving me for good, so I have no other choice. Because of you guys, she and I had to break up.
What? So she ran away from you, is what you're saying?
While I was away at work today, she grabbed all her things and ran off. I've been calling her all day, yet she hasn't picked up one of my calls. Then, while frantically scrambling around the house, I found a letter from her. She said that she couldn't handle having Nina around and that she didn't want to have to pay a settlement to you for something she didn't want. And then she told me she was dumping me.
So she got a glimpse at reality and then bolted away from it? I guess she didn't know what she was getting herself into after all, making moves with a married man like that.
Without her around me, there's no point in me divorcing you anymore. That's why these talks about divorce are over with now. I'm coming back to your place right now.
You can make the trip back here, but I'm not letting you inside. Also, I don't have any plans of canceling this divorce.
What?
I can't live with a man that thinks it's okay to stab his family in the back any longer. Thankfully, that divorce paperwork you sent me came in the mail today, so I went ahead and signed it all as quickly as I could and then handed it in to the courthouse.
Hey! Don't you screw around with me! I'm telling you right now that we don't have to get a divorce anymore! Are you freaking retarded choosing to divorce me over having me back? If you throw me away right now, a stupid housewife like you will never be able to support yourself.
Oh, I think I can, though. After all, I'll be getting loads of money from you in both the form of a settlement and child support. And let's not forget about the money you sent me before as part of you sharing half of your money with me.
What?
I also got that contract from you in the mail this morning. There's never ever been a better divorce for the wife in the history of mankind, I believe. So of course I chose to sign that too before handing in the papers.
What?
And like you were asking me to do, I went and had one more chat with Nina. After that talk, she told me she no longer needed to go with you anymore. She told me that with all the money you'd be giving me, she didn't have to worry about a thing anymore.
You're lying, right? Nina's throwing me away now too, then?
What kind of comment was that? Up until yesterday, you were referring to your own daughter as getting in your way and that you didn't need her anymore.
That was because I wanted my girlfriend to stay. That's why I said I'd pay you however much you wanted in child support. Yet now, with this, I'm the only one getting hurt.
You thought that a cheating bastard like yourself was supposed to escape free of any damage here? Get real, Dad. Did you seriously think we'd let you be happy after what you did?
Is that you, Nina?
Sorry for not going with you after all, Dad. But you were the one that abandoned both Mom and I at the start. Which means that now, while you're being abandoned by us, you're not going to complain anymore, right?
You! So this was your goal from the start, wasn't it? At first you were all about going with me and making my life hell, all so that I would make that contract promising your mom more money.
I learned a lot in basketball about how to play both offensively and defensively. And that was my defensive play, followed now by my offensive play. And just today, Mom and I scored a 3-pointer on you with that divorce paperwork. Just know that your money will continue going to me, playing the sport I love as I go to university to not only study, but hopefully play even more.
You freaking asshole! With the way things are going, I'm taking back everything I said about the money. I'm not paying you guys anything in child support, and as for your basketball, I'm not paying a dime.
What do you think you're saying when you already gave Mom the contract which she's now signed? You already signed and dated your half, which means the courthouse and Mom's lawyer won't let you take it back. How can you be your age and a dad, yet not know as much as me?
Excuse me?
Now I'm going to go and join Mom as we both start a new life where we no longer have you getting in our way. I really hope that you and your ex-girlfriend get back together soon. I wish for a happy future between you and that dumbass university student of yours.
That day, I made sure to tell the courthouse that the divorce was final, and that my lawyer would be helping me get the child support Bo promised me, which they did. At first, Bo tried to snake his way out of paying for Nina to continue playing basketball. But when my lawyer sent him a notice stating that he needed to comply with the contract he made, he couldn't get away. As for the ex-girlfriend that ran away from Beau and the settlement she needed to pay, I had Nina give me the number to her university, and after a quick phone call to them, they grabbed her. The school went and forced her to leave for the rest of the semester, and later I had a talk with her parents about what happened. After that talk, her parents forced her to drop out of that university, and her parents went ahead and paid me the settlement, which they will now force their daughter to pay over time. As for what happened with Beau later on, having taken on a lot of debt in order to pay off both that settlement and the child support, and quitting his job due to backlash from his superiors, he started working at a local convenience store. Thankfully, everything worked out as Nina and I had planned, and I'm now left with a bunch of money I can use to support my daughter and I as I slowly begin to look for a job again. And Nina can now do whatever she needs to make sure she continues to play well in basketball, and perhaps one day get a full-ride scholarship from it.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.